Hey guys, Abs here. So we've been sent a very interesting website by one of our users to review, and we're actually able to share this website with you as well. Now I'm actually picking this as the very first website to review for two reasons. Firstly, it's very interesting and it's already ranking for its keywords. And secondly, I feel that you're going to be able to take away, or everyone's going to be able to take away, actionable steps that they're going to be able to apply to their own websites as well. So let's get straight into it and let's start to review this website. You're going to actually be able to see exactly how I review websites myself as well. So the actual website is njpropertytaxappeal.net, and it's actually ranking for all of the keywords that it's looking to target, and these are the keywords here. So let me just copy this here. What I'm going to be doing is quickly putting this into page one genetics. Okay, we've already got it there, and I'm going to let's get the results from Google, and I'm going to click on get report, and while that's getting fetched over, let's take a look at the actual website. So this is the website here. And just going up and down here, I can see it's got some good social popularity. It's got some good social signals getting sent to it as well. And if I go down further, I can see it's got a nice little capture form. Now it might be better to actually put that capture form above the fold, or directly or just above here somewhere, and get rid of some of this white spacing. But we're not looking at conversions, we're looking at increasing your Google rankings. So let's continue and see exactly what we see. Now I can see a lot of links here going to the archive pages. It doesn't look too healthy there. I would get rid of these, and I can see some links going to your actual recent post, which is pretty cool. But then I can see duplicates of your archive pages as well. I'll get rid of these, and your metadata, I'll get rid of that as well. Now I haven't looked at your page title or anything like that, and the reason behind it is because I'm going to get the data from page one genetics, and we're going to assess it with your competition as well. So njpropertytaxappeal.net is actually ranking on the first page of Google for property tax appeal NJ, and it's ranking in position 6, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, isn't that interesting? We've got 2 PDF documents that are ranking on the first 2 pages of Google. That is very interesting. And look at that there, on the 4th position of Google as well, we've got a PDF document. But anyway, we'll get to this in a moment. Let's just take a look at some more details about this website. Let's have a look to see how old the actual website is. I mean, from here, from the archives, I can clearly see December 2011. But let's have a look to see what Whois data says as well. So this is Whois data for njpropertytaxappeal.net. And this was created on, there you go, December 2011. Brilliant stuff. So this website has been a blog since then, and you can always go back to the Wayback Machine as well and have a look as well. But it does make sense, you know, you got the actual keyword in the title, sorry, in the URL, and you're ranking for your keywords as well. So you're doing something good here, which is brilliant. The age of the website is good as well. Obviously there's many improvements that I'm going to be suggesting in a moment, and this is the actual reason why I've actually picked this website, because we can all take away something from this. Okay, one thing that I want to highlight here is I can actually see some BB code or some short codes that you might be using inside of WordPress, inside of your WordPress editor. So I'll take a look at these and try and get these sorted out. These don't look too good, even to your own visitors. Okay, we're not talking about conversions again anyway, so that's just something for the user to take away from this. I believe his name's Peter Jordan, or that's an alias that he goes by. Okay, so it's been registered since 2011. What we can do now is go straight over to page one genetics, and let's just have a look at some extra data that we can take away from this. Now obviously on this actual website, what you guys will be doing is having a look at the page source. When you have a look at the page source, you'll be able to look at the actual title of the website. You'll be able to have a look at the metadata of the website, and here the data's down here, and meta descriptions and stuff, and you'll be able to look at your headings and everything on here as well. But I've got page one genetics that's going to do this for us in a very cool fashion, because we can assess the data with the actual competition as well, because we've already got this website ranking, so it's real cool. We could have entered the URLs in here as well. Okay, so let's get on with this and let's have a look. So this actually tells me the page rank of the page that's actually ranking, but we don't need to refer to that any longer. You know, it's obsolete. It tells you the number of index pages in here as well. So the first thing that I see on here, let's just have a look at this. This is the website here. It's got 79 index pages. Okay, this one hasn't been able to get the amount of index pages, maybe because it's a subdomain, but I'm sure the actual main domain's got hundreds of index pages on there. Okay, so 79. Now this is very few pages when you're comparing them to all the other ones on here. This one here, of course, has got 59, which is even fewer. So we're going to take a look at this one because this is a homepage ranking. This is also a homepage ranking. We'll have a look at this one as well, valueappeal.com, because these are all home pages that are ranking, and they look like sites that this should be able to compete with. If not, it should be doing better then. Okay, let's have a look at the backlinks. Now the backlinks look huge, 184.5 thousand, and I think this is actually fresh data. We'll actually confirm this in a moment. Now look at these backlinks as well, they're pretty huge. Look at this one here. This one's got the fewest indexed pages in Google, and it's got 98 backlinks only. But of course, if they've got private blog networks that are keeping out the spiders like Majestic Seo, then they're not going to be able to get found from here. But we'll look at this in a moment and we'll see exactly why it's doing so well. Okay, Majestic Seo isn't even giving a trust flow for it. Now I believe it could be due to using the root domain or the subdomain, or using it with the HTTP or www, but we can take a look at this in a moment as well. But let's just keep our focus on njproperty tax appeal and see what's going on. Okay, so the trust flow doesn't look too healthy compared to the actual citation flow. Now the citation flow, I'm just saying 184.5. The citation flow is almost like the number of times that your links have been found across the net, and your trust flow is how valuable them links are and how closer they are to the home page, and various other factors as well. Okay, domain authority looks good, page authority looks okay. The keyword isn't in the title, the keyword is in the URL, it isn't in the heading tags as well, but none of these other ones have got it on there as well, so not to worry about that. Okay, have a looking at the actual social aspects and the social engagement and factors, then this is doing much better or it's doing very good compared to the average sites on here as well. But let's export this to an Excel file. Okay, we'll call this njproperty. Okay, and I'll go and get, okay, oh, what happened there? Here we go. Okay, and this is the actual thing that we got from there. So here's the actual njproperty, and everything up to here, up to Pinterest, is exactly the same. But now let's have a look at the actual titles. So number 7 is the one that we're actually reviewing here. So we've got njproperty tax appeal. Now njproperty tax appeal is the actual website URL. Sorry, the actual website title. Let's have a look at this one here. This one's the one that only had 98 backlinks, and this has got NJ tax appeal now. Okay, and this one's got value appeal, appeal your property tax assessment. Now this one hasn't got a title, and I believe that was the actual PDF, and this is the PDF, and that's the PDF as well. So we can't get some data like that on there. But one thing that I would certainly take away from this is if this website hasn't got PDF documents, then get PDF documents out there as well, because as you can see clearly, Google is giving 3 positions out of the 10 positions a position for a PDF. And what one's this here? Was this a PDF as well? Oh no, right, this one hasn't been picked out with having any titles or anything, not sure why. Anyway, I can check that out later to see why that's the case. Okay, so let's have a look at number 7 still. Okay, and from here we can see the meta description as well, and we can see the meta keywords. Not too worried about all this, but what I would say about the actual title, the title is one of your most or one of the biggest areas where you get to tell Google exactly what you want to be ranking for, and it's going to also increase your click-through rate, hopefully, if you got a good title in the actual search engines. So I would suggest adding to this title. So here you've got njproperty tax appeal. You could add something like New Jersey in there as well, the word New Jersey. You haven't got it in there. Process is one of your keywords that you're looking to target as well. I would personally add process into the title as well. Well, actually, you know what? I'll actually suggest a title for you here. You could have something like njproperty tax appeal and process. Okay, New Jersey. Oops. Or you could have in New Jersey. Oops. Okay, so you can have njproperty tax appeal, so you haven't touched anything with your first part of your title. What you've done though is you're making use of all the characters, and you've added in something else as well, and process in New Jersey. I mean, you could write something like njproperty tax appeal process in New Jersey as well if you wanted to, but I'm not sure if it's going to be changing the meaning of your website, and obviously I don't want to change the meaning of your website. But if you do feel that this would be, or this title would be suitable and relevant for your website, then by all means go ahead and use it, because because you've got many more of your keywords in your title, and it's only going to make your website rankings better, if not for these main keywords that you're targeting here, but many more keywords that you're not already ranking for. Okay, so one thing that I would suggest as well is, because your website's already ranking, you're on the first page of Google for many of your keywords, when you do make changes to your website, then make 1 or 2 changes at a time. If you see the rankings go the opposite way to what you're hoping for, then you can go ahead and change them back over. But this way you know exactly what's going on and exactly what's affecting your rankings, what's making them better, and what's affecting them in a negative way. Okay, so that would be a good title, and process, or process in New Jersey. Okay, so let's have a look at the actual description. The actual description, okay, we'll keep the description exactly how you like. It's entirely up to you. A lot of the times what you will find though is Google will use your meta description if it in the search engines when it's listing your results, if it finds it to be a better fit than what you have on your actual page. And the content on your actual page wasn't huge, so I'm not sure what Google would be using. But the last thing you want Google to use is something like this. So yeah, get rid of this here. Okay, so let's continue. So your meta keywords, I'm not going to worry about them. Okay, total headings, here we go. This is a good one. Total headings. Headings say a lot of things about what's going on your website, and a lot of things of what you want to tell Google. So let's have a look at the actual headings. So this has got 12 headings in total. Looking up and down here, the majority of these websites, this is got way too many headings compared to all of these websites here. This one's got quite a few headings here. But anyway, let's have a look. 12 headings in fairly short content. I mean, if you have a look at the content here, it is fairly short. Okay, so let's take a look what the headings actually are. So we've got a H1 NJ property tax appeal. Great, that's brilliant. That's exactly what you want, your kind of keywords in your headings. And then you've got H2 seminars. Then you've got H2 Maria Cozzini, H3 need help, H3 recent blog posts, H3 recent comments. Then you've got pages, archives, recent posts, archives, meta, recommended reading. This isn't good. You don't want heading tags for recent posts. If anything, you should be using CSS, or you should be using something else. Okay, well, you know what, H3 is fine if you have them as recent posts and that, but your H2s, you don't want seminars, you don't want Mario Cozzini, you want something like New Jersey property tax appeal process, or you want your main keywords in there. Obviously not as if you're keyword stuffing, but they're the kind of they're the kind of headings that you want in there. Let's have a look at your competition, see what they're doing. I mean, look at this one here. This has only got two headings. Let's have a look at what their 2 headings are. Heading 1 is New Jersey tax appeal now, great. And then you got heading 2, NJ tax appeal now, which is great as well. Let's have a look at what this one's doing here. This has got 1 H1. Are you overpaying your property taxes? Great, that's cool as well. I mean, that's all to do with property. It's relevant. It's all around the actual process of appealing your tax or whatever. But with yours, or with this one here, the very first one is relevant. Then the rest of them don't really say anything to the search engines about your main keywords. So really consider changing these heading tags and getting some better headings in there. Look at the kind of headings that your competition's got. Obviously, there's not much that we can work on here, and the reason we can't work much on here is because we're up against PDF documents. So do get some PDF documents up there as well, because that tells you a lot. Okay, so let's continue. So total images with and without alt. So you're not using no images on here. Obviously we can't get the images for the PDFs, but this guy here, your competitor, they're using images. They've got 5 images, sorry, they've got 7 images, 5 with alt text, 2 without alt text. These guys here that are above you, they've got 18 images, 15 with alt text and 3 without alt text, but you've got 0. Multimedia is very good. Images, videos, start using them on your blog. Definitely take that away with you, take that away from here as well, and use some good alt text on that as well. Okay, so total internal links. Now this is something that we spotted straight away when we were on this website. There was many links to the archive pages, and they were actually duplicated as well. Okay, so the total internal links, have a look at your competition. They've got 14, and they've got some good links. They've got some good anchor text that they're using. Okay, they've got 1 links, not too good. Data sources for tax appeal, where to find, screen and verify comparable sales, what to file and where, critical tax appeal dates, the tax appeal process in New York, or in NJ, do I have tax appeal case. Let's have a look at yours though. You've got 81 internal links. Okay, these guys here have got loads of internal links, and I believe there might be a massive site though. I mean, we didn't look at that's site number 8. We can actually have a look at site number 8 here. Okay, site number 8 would be this one here. Oh, okay, we haven't got the number of actual index pages either, but like I said, I believe that would be a huge amount of index pages on that site. Okay, but have a look at this. Yours has got 81 internal links, which is a huge amount of internal links. And if you actually have a look at the internal links now, so this is the internal links anchor text that you're using. You've got the process, free assessment, that's okay, that's all cool. You've got links, contact, not to worry, you know, if you're going to have pages out to your links, that's fine. Then you've got new reducing New Jersey tax through consolidation, that's all cool, that's all cool. But then look at these, you've got February 2015, you've got all of these archive links duplicating themselves, which are doing no good to you. All the authority that you're getting to your home page is getting leaked out to these pages here. Now many of these pages might be ranking as well, I'm not entirely sure. Many of the pages inside the archive pages might be ranking as well. So what you could do is at the very least is take off one set of the archive links. So if you want to keep links to your archive pages, then keep one set, get rid of the other set. You don't want duplicates going out. What might even be a better idea is to have 3 links in here, or a link out to each year. So you could have archives 2015, archives 2014, archives 2013, 12 and 11, and then that's only like 4 or 5 links you've got going out. And then on them pages you could have an index for January, February, March, April, May, June, July, of whatever year it is, and that would automatically straight away reduce the amount of links going out from your home page. Like I said, the very first thing that I would try though is to get rid of the one set of archive links. I mean, personally I wouldn't want any archive links on there, but that's entirely up to you how you want to do this, because you don't want to go ahead, make some massive changes and find out that you suddenly start to drop in rankings for so many keywords. So in which case I'm telling you to make a gradual change, so that you don't see a major effect straight away. If anything, you want to see positive effects, and these are the kind of notes that I'm making to you to get some positive effects on there. Okay, so yes, you know, I can clearly see internal links looks like a bit of an issue. Way too many on there. Okay, total external links. So the total external links is 11, not too bad, that's totally fine. You've got wordpress.org, I'll get rid of that. Like I mentioned up here, you know, I'll get rid of all of this here. Okay, and that would reduce your internal links as well, and that one WordPress. If you can keep a WordPress link, if you want to keep WordPress links, that's not to worry about too much. And then you've got things going out to 9 things that make your property taxes rise, Yahoo, then you've got USA Today, you've got YouTube, you've got Huffington Post, that's fine, you know, not to worry about that. Okay, bold words, not really worried about bold words. What I am worried about is the total character content. Okay, so the total characters. Now look at this here, looking up and down here, obviously everyone that's above you, you've got less than half, maybe even a quarter of the amount of characters that these are using here. So the actual content on your page needs to be much more, especially if you want to be competing and getting up there in front of these guys or above these guys here. As we can see clearly here, you're ranking, you're on the first page of Google, you're position number 5 or number 6, and you're doing well. But obviously if you can get up there higher, you're going to get a better share of that pie. And these guys, what they are doing, they've got lots of contents compared to what your website's got. These guys have got lots and lots of contents. Of course, many of these are PDF documents, as we already noted, but yeah, you need to increase that content count of yours, especially if you want to compete with these. And looking at your backlink count, you don't need to be worrying about your backlink count too much. You've got loads of backlinks. You know what, let's actually put this into Majestic SEO. Oops, give me 2 moments. I'm going to go to Majestic SEO. Here we go. Okay, so we've got, right, this is a fresh index. Fresh index is the last 5, it's like the last 3 months or something. Okay, 11,599. That's a little bit different to this. Okay, let's have a look at the historical data. There we go, that's more like this here, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so 183,659 links. Now that's a huge amount of links. Your anchor text has been diversified over these, so that's pretty cool. But looking at the fresh index, it looks like you're getting loads and loads of links on a daily basis. Okay, so these are how backlinks are viewed in like January, February. So it looks like it's pretty constant. So you're keeping it constant. That's the main thing. You're not doing massive spikes, letting it loose, and then not doing anything, and then doing some massive spikes again. So it's doing it pretty constant. These are the top domains that are linking back to you. So anyway, I can't see you having an issue with, well, to be honest with you, if I see a domain that had so many links pointing back to it, I'd be very surprised if it was ranking. But as you can see from here, with this graph, you've got the citation flow and you've got the trust flow. The kind of links that this is actually picking up, the trust flow is outweighing the actual citation flow, which is brilliant, and that's exactly what you're looking for. I mean, even this is, or even though this is showing 9 as the trust flow and this is showing 29 as a citation flow, this actually tells you so much more. So this is a great graph to go by with Majestic Seo. So this website's doing well with whatever it's doing for backlinking. Obviously, it's doing it in bulk, but it's doing it consistently. So I can't see there being any issues with your backlinks in respect to you having to go out there and, you know, dominate the first page or the first few listings by the means of backlinks. No, I would go by these suggestions that I made here. Have a look at your headings, change your title, reduce your internal link count, add more content to your site as well as a start, and see where that gets you. But anyway, what I've done also is I've also been tracking the rankings of this website as well, and we can actually have a look at this in KW Rank Tracker. So I've got this opened up here, and these are the keywords that we're tracking, and these are the pages that are ranking. So from the keywords that we're tracking, only 2 pages are ranking. The process is ranking, so NJ tax appeal process and New Jersey tax appeal process is ranking, and the other pages are actually ranking, and the other ones are actually the home page. And you can actually see the actual, what KW Rank Tracker does now as well is get you the average search volume, the competition, advertiser competition, the cost per click, and the total search count. Now the total search count is the actual competition for this keyword with quotes wrapped around it in Google. Okay, so this is doing well here. It's on position 10 though. It's on position 10, sorry, NJ tax appeal, and we can see this is the most highly searched for keyword on here. So this is where it would need to work with what I mentioned with them on-site changes, and it's doing pretty cool, which is great. We can have a quick snapshot of the actual trust flow, citation flow, the backlink count, the domain authority, page authority, and the content length of the actual site. And obviously we actually link in with SEMrush here as well, so it tells you even more keywords that this website is ranking for, and the position that it's ranking for as well. So we've actually got this page here that's ranking for NJACTB tax records, but I don't see any PDF documents, so get some PDF documents out there. And the cool thing is you actually get to see the competition cost per click as well, sorry, CPC on this as well. Okay, social metrics, you get to see the actual number of Facebook likes, Facebook shares, Google plus ones and whatnot, the top 10 backlinks and the top 10 anchor text used. So this is basically what we've just done all manually by going over to Majestic Seo. I've put it into KW Rank Tracker because it gives me so many more insights, and the insights really come in when you're looking at the competitors tab or the explore keywords tab, other than obviously just tracking your own rankings over time. Oh yeah, let me just mention that this is doing really good on Google. Let's have a look at it on Yahoo, ranking for everything in Google. So change over to Yahoo now, and it's ranking for everything, doing really good in Yahoo as well, just not ranking for New Jersey tax appeals. Okay, and let's have a look at Bing. Okay, and this is ranking for everything on Bing, doing the best on Bing. I mean, it's in position 1 for 4 of its keywords on Bing, which is absolutely brilliant. So the website's doing very good, but the actual insights that we want from here, and the reason I actually put it in KW Rank Tracker, was to have a look at the competition for each keyword. So these are each of the keywords that the user is trying to rank for, and by the way, we're going to be giving the user a free account of KW Rank Tracker so he can continue to work with this and really get some better insights out. So let's have a look at this one here. NJ tax appeal process, for example. Go to view competition, and from this, obviously because it's fresh, we haven't got a snapshot of the second week of competition, which is going to be coming soon, but from this we can actually have a look to see who the competition are, who's ranking on here as well. Okay, there's njpropertytaxappeal.net. Okay, and you can actually see the website, the position, you can see the PDF documents as well. Now, this might be a little bit different to what we saw in here, and the reason behind it is because I'm looking at this from UK and accessing Google, whereas the server's looking at this from the USA and accessing Google in the USA as well. So the data might be a little bit different to what we see on here. But okay, so these are the actual websites, and then you can actually see the title used for every single website as well, which is great. And then a real cool thing about this, it actually tells you the average content. So it tells you how long the actual pages are, how long the content is on each one of them pages, and the average content length as well, for them ranking pages of them positions as well. So as you can see, this website here has got way fewer, the content on it is way less compared to these ones here, and you can see this for every single one of your keywords, which is absolutely great. And the cool thing about this is when you add your keywords in here, for example, you could add keywords that don't even belong to your website, just so that you can get insights on the actual competition and other keywords as well. So anyway, it tells you exactly what kind of, how many characters each website has on the first top 10 pages, and it gives you an average amount to work towards. Obviously the average amount to work towards might be a little bit biased based on how many words these websites have. The first two positions might have way more than other websites. Okay, explore keywords is really cool as well, and the reason behind it is because you get other related keywords that you could target. So for example, New Jersey tax appeal process, it's only got an average search volume of 40, but it's worth putting out a post about it, because not only could you get up there and start ranking and getting some more visitors, but you're also showing Google relevancy for your main keywords. So that's something to take away, guys. When you do see keywords that don't have a massive amount of searches associated with them, then just remember, if Google sees it as being relevant, then that relevancy will help push up or push you up or push your website up for other keywords that you're targeting as well, which is absolutely great. And on here we've actually got some LSI keywords as well, if we can find any, that is, and we could give you them. So we've got tax, appeal and county. We haven't got any two phrases that we can suggest for this actual keyword. If we could, then we would. And then you've got the top 10 ranking sites as well, with the actual titles used. Then you've got any videos that are on the first page of Google or on the top 10 pages of Google. So position 54, we've got this video, and then anyone that's got ad, or anyone that's paying for Google ads, you'll actually see the titles that are being used, the description that's being used, and the actual website. So I mean, from here you can see straight away serving northern New Jersey, so you could start targeting southern Jersey, northern Jersey, whatever other kind areas of New Jersey that you've got. Okay, so this is exactly how you'd use this, and obviously you can download everything on here. You can get reports based on, for Google, Yahoo and Bing as well. So some of them might bring in more. So New Jersey tax appeal deadline, New Jersey tax appeal forms, and then have a link out to PDF forms. So this is exactly how you'd work up there and get a higher ranking. Let's go back over to Google, because all of our assessment is based on Google, but this is exactly how you'd get up there and secure a higher ranking for your keywords that you're already ranking for, is by making them on-site changes that I made notes of, because it's clear. You can see from here, having a look at your competition, having a look at your website, you can see what they're doing right and what you need to be doing and how you need to follow along to secure that ranking. Okay, and what you can also do as well is have a look at other keywords as well. Other keywords to look at would be based in the Google Keyword Planner, and the best thing to do is to, let's just take a look at this, add your main keyword in here. So let's just say NJ tax appeal process, and we'll just get ideas. Click on get ideas, so let Google give us ideas, and from here you can actually see the kind of ideas that Google puts out for you. So you've got things like appeal New Jersey, so NJ, you've got Jersey tax, appealing property, NJ property tax appeals, and obviously each one that you go into, so for example Jersey tax, you've got New Jersey tax appeal process, and Google's, you can actually sort these if you wanted to, by average search volume or by relevancy. But have a look at this one here. You've got New Jersey property tax records, that's got 880 searches for you. You've got New Jersey tax, you've got New Jersey tax appeal, you've got so many more that you could be actually targeting that have so many more or that have real cool average search volume. Now all of them might not be relevant to property tax, but obviously the ones that you will find are the ones that are relevant to property tax, and go and find them that way. Or you could just go and have a look at the lot of them and then find them this way. Okay, so this is my suggestion to you. So just to break it down one more time, what I would suggest is changing your title, add in some more keywords for your title as well. Where's the title that I suggested here? New York NJ property tax appeal process in New Jersey. So the only thing you're doing is you're adding on to your current title. I would suggest that you change your headings and add some more relevant data for your headings as well, and maybe try and get some of these archive pages and that, get rid of them. I would suggest that you add some images, videos to your website as well. It can do two things. Firstly, Google like it on a website, you know. Secondly, it can, if you have a video on your website, it can boost the actual the length of a visitor that stays on your website. Okay, internal links, I would say reduce them. You got way too many. External links look okay. Your content count, increase that. You need some more content on your website. Other than that, just, you know, everything looks great, and I mean, you're doing very well for your website anyway, and I hope you can take away some good actionable steps from this, and I hope we can all take away some good actionable steps from this as well. Now obviously what I've shown you today is me using page one genetics, and I'm hoping that you all know exactly how you do this and how you'd be able to check what your titles are, what your keywords are, metadata, how many content you got on your page manually by looking at the sources. And obviously I made notes of KW Rank Tracker, which shows you basically everything that we done manually all in one, which is absolutely brilliant. So in the next video though, I'll be going through another website with some different details and showing you how we can assess and look at them websites and them kind of websites to get a better ranking as well. So thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed this review.